Hello, my lovelies. Okay. Hello, baby boo. Hello, everybody. Right, I just need to put some bits into the chat. Right, somebody has paid for a priority reading, baby boo, so I know that you're number one on the list. But priority readings do take presidency and priority. Right. Just got to shorten this a minute. It's not fitting in. Over yours. So it's a pain in the ass. Right, sorry about this. Something I've posted is too long and I've got to shorten it. Right, if new, then you need to sign up, which will take a... Good. Don't forget, when you're listening to success stories, sweetheart, take them as to know that yours is possible. Just because somebody else got a success story, that was based on their beliefs and the time that they took. Okay, use them as motivation, but not as kicking yourself because they did this and it didn't work for you. Everybody is different, okay? Right, okay. Let me get rid of that. Okay, that went in better. Right, I just got to try and... Sorry, everybody, I'm trying to set this up and it's being a ball ache, so bear with me here. I've only just jumped on, so bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves. If new, then you need to sign up, which is quick. If new, then you need to sign up, which is quick. Once you've chosen your reading, you'll be given a number. Once you've chosen your reading. Also, as well, Terry, sweetheart, the affirmations are statements to remind yourself that you already have it. Okay, a lot of people do affirmations thinking that that's the magic and that's what's going to get you what you want. You're not trying to get something, you are being the person who already has it. Okay, I really can't stress that enough. That's where a lot of the clients that come to me get it wrong. Hello, Carrie, you are first. Let me just sort this out because it's been a pain with something I've just done. Once you've chosen your reading, you'll be given a number and added to a list. Once you've chosen your reading, you will be given a number. Paid readings take priority. But let's pay them free. Good. Right. Okay. Okay. Let's stick with that for the moment and get this show on the road. Right. Carrie, you're first. Right. Anybody who wants to read in, my lovelies, you have to go through this link. I'm using a different system today. And the information that I've just put about if you're new there as well. Right, okay. So Carrie, let me go to your reading. Sorry, sweetheart. Energy and advice are not heard. Right, okay. Okay, Carrie, this is your sweetheart. Then it will be baby boo, and then it will be little light. Okay. Sorry, the camera angle's a bit shit. Let me just turn that round. There we go. Good. I know a couple of people were a bit hesitant last time, but it does mean, Carrie, that you will get vouchers, you'll get notifications, etc. You got the chance to get, if you pre-book like you have today, you got 15% off the reading that's in the live. And it gives you a number as well. Right, okay. Let me just bring in this for you. Okay, generally telling you okay, right, I think that's enough for what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, more than enough. They just want to bring in one more of these. Right, Rashima, you need to go through the link, sweetheart, and also that is needy energy still. Okay, so if you're in that energy, then no, it's unlikely because you're still looking for it and wanting it desperately. Okay, Carrie, sweetheart. Okay, so Spirit is saying to you, from his energy to you, okay, this is his energy to you here. Okay, and then this is Spirit's advice to you. So his energy is saying, my future is with you. You're the person with my heart. Okay, I love you. The door to happiness is open. So be strong, because remember, you're your own luck. You're the one holding the coin, which is your emotional security and your financial security. So have that confidence that you are the only power, not your specific person, not the universe. Okay, the universe can only keep delivering you. Okay, so what you want is already yours. The relationship is yours. The fact that you desire it, it's a done deal. Okay, and the universe is trying to give it to you, but it will not go against the thoughts that you are telling yourself. Your thoughts, whatever you're focusing on dominantly, is what they have to bring you. Okay, so Spirit is saying, you know, your person is still saying it, and we've got it again here from Spirit, is that you're still looking for it. Okay, and it's causing your waiting. This is your SP telling you this. Okay, he's ready. The green light's on. He's all ready to give you what you want. Okay, for that future. So he's saying, stop thinking that, stop thinking that I don't love you. Okay, we can be married. I want to be with you. And this is coming out. I'll put that there for what he's bringing through. Okay, so release the old story. Okay, and the time has come to clear your energy. Okay, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy and passion. Okay, so Spirit is saying to you, how you communicate to yourself is key. Okay, you're like, right, I'm going into my wish fulfilled of us being together. I'm saying that we're together, but then I'm opening my eyes, looking at the 3D, and where is it? How much longer? When's it going to happen? Okay, so you have just counteracted, if you like, what you've just spent doing. You either have it or you don't. So Spirit is saying, keep affirming, keep doing your statements in your head, your affirmations in alignment with what you do want, instead of keep doing it and then contradicting it. Okay, you've got to stay balanced. Your thoughts have got to be in alignment to the you that has it. End of. So they're saying, slam the door and only take the story with you that you want in your thoughts. Do not take the other story with you, because again, you're causing waiting. You're causing your own delay. Remember, what you want is already done. You've got to believe. You're not believing that it's possible. It's like with this card, and a lot of clients do this. Yes, but if I love them, if it was me, okay, that had ghosted them, and you're telling me that they love me and want to be with me. Well, if this was me, I would be banging down their door, declaring my undying love for them. So why aren't they doing it to me? You're telling me that they want to be with me and marry me and love me. So why are they not coming forward? Why? Is because your energy is not in alignment with it. Remember, all versions of you and your person exist. Creation is done. All outcomes exist. But you are lighting up the new reality that you want, but then you're coming back to the unwanted reality. Again, serving two masters. You either have it or you don't. Because if you knew it was a done deal, you would not be checking in on a reading. You wouldn't need to. Just like if you're hungry and you fill yourself up and somebody says, do you want a cake? And you're like, no, I couldn't possibly. I am stuffed to the gills. Okay, you wouldn't eat it. So again, Spirit is saying, go within and connect and engage only with your desired ideal version of your specific person, instead of efforting and trying to get the undesired version, the one who's ghosting you, okay, that you're reacting with every time you open your eyes and say, well, he hasn't fucking rung, okay? And you're trying to get that undesired version to conform. There are all versions, okay? The good, the bad, and the ugly. You cannot change the ugly version. You cannot change the bad version. You have to select within you, and every time you think about your person, you have to see yourself as good enough, worthy enough, and deserving to have this relationship. You are irresistible. You are magnetic. Why the fuck wouldn't he want to be with you? Have you seen me? I'm fucking amazing. I'm the only woman who ticks all his boxes. He has no other option in my reality to be with me. Okay, it's no good you trying to change this one. You can't. Okay, so then with the desired version, you have to see him as loving you, blowing up your phone, wants to marry you, wants to live with you. Okay, these versions do not. So they're the ones in your current 3D, which is the shadow world. Okay, and you can't change them. That's why people try reacting and nagging. But if only you changed, I want you to call me every day and then I'll be happy. And they're going, they might do it for a day or two and then they don't, because you can't change those versions. You have to select your desired version. Okay, so that's what Spirit is telling you through that card here. That's how it works. So believe they've already taught you everything you need to know. You've passed your test. You know all there is. Okay, who you say you are and what you say you have is what you're going to get. Stop reacting to the 3D, looking at the 3D, and then getting stuck in your emotions going, well, fuck my life. Where is it? Nothing's shifting. That's why. Because you're not remaining faithful to the you that has it or knows it's a done deal and getting on with your life. You keep checking 3D. And when you think about him, you're like, yeah, he's mine. And then other times it's like, well, where is he then? You either have him or you don't. As within, so without. Remember, it's a reflection. So Spirit is saying you're the one where your thoughts are tying you up. Once you declare and decide, right, I've decided and I've declared that I am going to be in this relationship with this person because he's my man. End of story. You have then set your potions in brewing mode. You have planted that seed, let it grow. You are now pregnant, let it baby grow. Okay, it will come when it's ready to come. But if you keep looking for it, you're causing the time delay. Does that make sense for you, Carrie? Does that clear up where you're still going wrong? Not going wrong, but not in the wish fulfilled. You keep coming out of it. Put yourself back in it. Okay, remember, 3D circumstances, your thoughts and feelings are temporary. They can change within 5 minutes, within an hour. Okay, but you're not committing to your new story. You are being seduced back with the 3D, which is the old. Okay, that is the old reflected back to you. So if you want to see it change, you want your person showing up for you, you have to be in the new story within. Right, yes, exactly. You are flitting between the two. That's why you're not getting movement, because you're looking at the time, you're looking at the circumstances, and you're still seeing the separation. You are not going around knowing it's a done deal. You're not allowing it to be delivered. You're causing your waiting. Right, okay, baby boo, you are next, sweetheart. Woo. Okay, so yours is a free reading, so that'd be 3 cards. Sometimes with the 3 readings, Spirit do bring out more, but it is usually 3 cards. Just think of it as a bonus if they do. Okay, right, so Spirit is saying to you, Carrie, think of it this way. When say to yourself, right, no, I have decided and I've declared that XYZ. This is my life. Okay, that I am going to be, if you want to say it that way, or I am in a loving, romantic, committed relationship with SP. He's my man. Okay, so think of it like you've signed a contract. How many times do you keep ripping up that contract and wondering why the contract's been broken? Because once you've declared it and decided, it is done, but you're not allowing it. Remember the 3D, you can't, if you wanted to go to New York from London, you can't close your eyes and say, right, I've decided and declared that I'm going to New York. Open your eyes and be in New York. Teleportation of the physical body has not happened yet. Okay, so Spirit is saying the desire's done. Okay, the money would come in an unexpected way, or you might have the money saved. It's easy booking and you fly out. So it might take a couple of days or weeks for the booking, the flight, etc. Okay, but you're not doing that with your person. Okay, it can come in quickly. So many things lately for me are showing up literally like, you know, if I started out, I say, no, I've already decided and declared that this is how it is. Okay, and then it comes in. But I'm not looking for it. Once I've decided and declared, I've signed that contract and I expect it to be delivered. Guaranteed, 100%. Whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, next month, it will come in. Because I know from Spirit's guidance how the universe operates. Okay, So remember, creation's already done. If you desire something or want someone or something, it's already yours. You would not have the desire for him. Okay, and I've got a lot of clients who over the years come in, especially if it's a specific person that, like with yourself, this has been a long journey, okay, where they'll come to me and they'll say, I can't be asked with this anymore. Okay, I can't do it anymore. I'm going to let them go. I'm going to go and find somebody else. Some of them do find somebody else and it falls apart again because they haven't shifted who they are being. Chosen, prioritized, important, loved, adored, worthy, deserving, beautiful. Okay. Also, their heart comes back to, like in your case, your specific person. Why? Because it is divinely given to you. It is a divine desire to benefit you and your person, but you are the only one keeping it away from you because you are not focused on it. You are not thinking from the version of you that has it. Remember, 3D is a reflection of who you're saying you are. So please bear that in mind as well. Okay. Right, baby boo. Sorry, sweetheart. Let's get this on the road. Right, does my mum realise she's hurt me with the things she said recently? Okay. Right, okay, for you, baby boo, here. Some more cards for you, actually. Okay, so Spirit is saying to you, yes, you are feeling stabbed in the back. You're feeling let down, disappointed, she hurt me. Okay, but you're dwelling on those thoughts. Spirit is reminding you, you're the magician and your 3D and the people in it are the mirror. They're also giving you here that the door to happiness and healing is always open, okay? The door to love. Your mother loves you very much, okay? So find that peace within you. And again, remember, all versions exist of everybody. So how you're expecting your mum to turn up, you weren't expecting her to hurt you on that day, Spirit is saying, but they are saying you have an expectation about your mum that sometimes you clash. She can be a little bit sharp-tongued, okay? So she will always, because you are expecting that from that version, okay, that's what you get every now and again. So Spirit is saying, you can say to your mum, if you haven't already, you know, what you said the other day really upset me. She might turn around and say, well, get over it. I don't care. Okay, she might apologize, but go within and be patient. But imagine she is apologizing to you. Okay, imagine within, close your eyes and hear her say, I am so sorry. You're my daughter. I shouldn't have said what I did. It was disrespectful. I know I've hurt you. I am so, so sorry. And keep doing that until you find that peace within yourself. Don't keep monitoring her, micromanaging her. Is she going to apologize today? Because I've done it within. So is she going to do it today? Okay. Well, there is a version that loves you and will apologize, but you're not tapped in and tuned into that version. Remember what I was just saying to Carrie. All versions of us exist. Of us and everybody else, but the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I mean ugly in the way they treat us, not ugly looking. Okay, so you are getting the bad and the ugly version that doesn't treat you very well, who you're expecting every now and again to hurt you, because you put up with that for so long that is now your dominant belief and expectation. Focus on the version you want, just like with your specific person. You know, a specific person is your mother as well as a lover. It's your parents, your siblings, your work colleagues, anybody, your friend. I'm a specific person in your life. Okay, so change within the story. That's what Spirit is telling you. You're the magician. If you don't change the story within you, then the mirror can't reflect it back. Remember, the 3D is a reflection of your 4D mind, what your thoughts are pinning you down with. She hurt me. She's a bitch. She's always so spiteful. Does she not realize she keeps hurting me? No, because the version you keep tapping in and tuning into is the one that is you're seeing that's got to keep hurting you. Just like if you've got a friend who's always late. Okay, they might show up once or twice as late, but the rest of the time, as early, but the rest of, or on time, but the rest of the time they're late for you to say, I knew it. Oh, here comes Sue. She's always fucking late. Okay, people conform to your assumptions, your beliefs, and your expectations, and the story in your thoughts that you tell yourself. So Spirit is saying, if you want peace, then remember you're the magician, and your 3D is a reflection of your 4D mind, what you're telling yourself. Okay? The door to personal healing and happiness is always open. It's never shut. You're just choosing the version of your mother that is going to treat you every now and again and hurt you. She loves you. There's a version of her that absolutely loves you, adores you, treats you like a princess, spoils you, but you're not tapping in and tuning into that version. You're tapping into the one that's going to hurt you because that's all you've known, Spirit is saying. Okay, so be patient. What's here? Yeah, okay, I didn't even see these over here either, but Spirit have put them there. Right, if you want to see changes, then you have to ignore the stormy weather in your 3D. You have to close your eyes to it. La, la, la. Whatever, that's the old version of, that's the unwanted version of my mum. I'm staying balanced within. Okay, then you will have her come towards you in the loving way that you want. It may not be overnight. Sometimes it takes me 3 days or longer to change somebody. It can be within hours or minutes. Okay, but you persist in that new story. If you start to say, oh, my mum, she's always been so loving and so nice and treats me like a princess. She absolutely spoils me. She's just so loving and caring. She's always polite and respectful to me. But then you're opening your eyes looking at your mum who's snarling at you for a couple more days. Okay, you're not going to get it. You either have the mother from now on who is nice, or you're going to have the mother who's not. You're going to get hot and cold. So the choice is yours, Spirit is saying. Okay, if you keep choosing the undesired version, then that's what you're going to keep getting. It is no other way. You can, of course, put boundaries in. You can say to your mum, look, what you said to me the other day really hurt me. Okay, but she'll probably just say in the bad version, okay, tough. Who cares? Get over it, girl. She might say, well, I'm sorry. But then she'll do it again because you're tapped in and tuned into the unwanted version. Okay? Okay, done yours. Done yours. Right, little light. Excuse me. Right, little light, are you in the chat, my lovely? Right, okay, you're next. Oh, now what's this doing? Oh, there. Right, it's all right. Just me being an idiot. There we go. Right, sorry, sweetheart, I am coming to take priority. just want to put this in. Not sure what your name is, Rashima. Thank you, Ron, sweetheart. Don't forget, Rashima, you need to go through that link. Okay. Let me come back to Little Light. What's coming towards you in love in the next 3 months? Okay, well, there's definitely somebody coming in. Let's see if we can get... Right, okay. Right, what Spirit is saying to you here is there's definitely somebody going to be coming in. Who, I don't know. Okay, but they are giving you news. A message is coming. There's chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here and getting to know each other. Okay, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. But this just, you know, you're going to be, obviously somebody is coming in. Okay, there's going to be news from somebody, meeting somebody. You're going to have that chemistry and you're going to get to know each other. Okay, but what Spirit is saying to you is that you need to feel secure within yourself. Remember, nobody else on this planet is here to make you feel happy, whole and complete. When you're chasing love because you want to feel better within yourself, people then become your drug. Okay, I need that person to make me happy. But from that is why relationships fall apart. Okay, and then when they're gone, you have lost your fix. Okay, you get the withdrawal symptoms. Okay, so Spirit is saying feel more secure within yourself. You need to know that you are always chosen, prioritized, loved. Why? Because I'm beautiful. I bring lots to a relationship. I'm loyal, I'm faithful, I'm loving, I'm caring. Okay, and then you've got to feel secure with your partner as well, with relationships. If you keep going back into the past and saying, well, other relationships or other people have treated me like this, then you're bringing that into this new relationship. It's going to fall apart again. You're going to go into the same cycle because you've got the same inner talk and beliefs and expectations. Okay, so feel secure within yourself and enjoy it. Don't rush it. Okay, so many of my clients come in like, I've just met this person, are we going to get married? Well, you've just met them. Enjoy it. What happened to like the honeymoon period of getting to know each other, enjoying each other's company, taking it naturally, letting it unfold naturally? Okay, so that's what Spirit is saying to you, my lovely. There's definitely somebody coming in. Yeah, very soon. Yeah, Spirit is bringing you here. Forget honeymoon, you're not married. Okay, this angel on the boat is bringing you your person to you. Okay, but how you treat the relationship in your thoughts is what's going to play out. Okay, you're the deciding factor, not your person. Remember, as Spirit always says, you might meet them through school or work, an occupation, or it might be at their place of work. So that's another little indication how you might meet them. Now, what was I saying then, Spirit? Oh, yes. Remember, relationships with other people are like a recipe. You are the main ingredients. Anybody else in your life is like spices or seasoning that you add to a dish to enhance the flavor. They are not the main ingredients. Okay, that's where a lot of people chase love and always become the one that's chasing love and are empty because relationships fall apart. Okay. Okay, who is Noah on here? Number 6. Wonderful. Okay, let me just look at your question. Insight from my guides for the time being. Okay, let's have a look. Excuse me. Yeah, okay. So Spirit is saying to you, sweetheart, that the things that you're wanting, your success, okay, your success and victory and waves of prosperity. Now, abundance isn't just financial abundance, it's abundance in all areas of your life, an abundance of love, an abundance of money, an abundance of feeling secure, an abundance of all sorts of things, okay? So Spirit is saying if you want things to be where you feel, yes, I've got what I want, I've got all the love I want, I've got all the money I want, I've got the life I want, okay, new abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. You need to release that judgment. You have to, if you like, stop judging yourself. I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, nothing ever works out for me, why is nothing ever changing, etc., etc. I'm not pretty enough, I'm not good enough, I don't earn enough money, I'm not handsome enough, whatever. Okay, and release that, and release your judgment on the circumstances, the judgment on other people, because remember, how you are expecting people to behave, or what you're believing or assuming to be true, and that story in your head all day long. So whenever anything pops into your head, where do your thoughts go? Okay, to you being successful and feeling good, or I never get what I want. So you're holding on to that judgment. You've got to release it. You've got to free yourself so that the new you, look at her arms here. It's the same. Up in the air, receiving and allowing everything to come to you from the universe. Remember, the universe has everything. It's not stopping you having anything. It wants you to have everything you want. You're a spiritual being. Okay, just because you're in a human body, you chose that for your physical experience on this earth. Okay, so allow yourself to receive what you want instead of keep judging and thinking that you're not getting it because you've done something terrible in a previous life, or you got to pray 1,000,000 times or whatever. Okay, you're the only one sitting yourself on the naughty step, stopping yourself from getting it. So allow it in without judgment, because if other people have got love in their life, they've got money in their life, they've got beautiful homes, you're no different. It's just a story you tell yourself throughout the day in your mind. Yeah, you can have all the security you want, financial security, emotional security, happy family life. Okay, so really look at where your thoughts go. It's your choice. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, which emotions shall I dwell in today? Okay, you can't be positive all the time, but what Spirit is saying, you have to observe your thoughts, because your thoughts can run away with you, set you off on an emotional journey where you're wallowing, you're spiraling, you're in the very negative, and then you're wondering why nothing's coming to you because you got the door shut. Okay, so I hope that makes sense for you, my lovely. Allow yourself to receive what you want. Know that you're good enough and worthy to have everything you want. Okay, who is... Vita. I think this is you in the, your name in the chat. Right, okay. Are you saying that it's the spirit of your father, sweetheart? Let me read it again. Advice from the spirit from my situation with my father. Oh, right, okay. The situation with your father. Okay. Read it wrong. Sorry. Bear with me. Right, okay. Right, okay. Don't be shy to use the Hipsy platform. It's the reason I've done it. I have explained on the community tab, okay, because when I'm not using it, the questions are all over the place. You've got people saying you missed my question out, you didn't see my question, why aren't you answering me? Okay, and it becomes one big mess. The reason I've gone through this live streaming platform is so that you can put your free question in. Yes, you're going to have to sign up, but it's like with any app, it takes seconds. A lot of people who have done it just say, you know, it was quick and easy. Okay, sign up, you choose your free reading or the paid reading that you want. You put your question in, you get given a number, and then it all goes in order. So you're not missed. Okay, so please don't be scared to use it. It's there for your benefit and my benefit to help the chat be more constructive, for people to get their questions answered. Okay, it's free. Go and check it out. Yes, it is more organized this way. You're given a number, it's more organized. So spirit advice for Vita regarding her father. Right, okay, so you're definitely stressing. Remember, swords, spirit always brings through as your thoughts. So you're lying on these bed of swords. Your thoughts are worrying you, stressing you. You're all over the place, okay, when you're thinking about this. So again, spirit is saying, how do you want your father to be showing up? What are you wanting? Remember the good, the bad, the ugly. All versions exist. Which version, every time you think of your father, are you entertaining the most? Dominantly in your thoughts. Even if it's a situation. If it's a situation you don't want to see, stop lighting it up. Okay, the more you keep focusing on the problem and the situation, your logical brain cannot solve. It will only come up with one or two solutions. Okay, and you're like, well, I don't like either of them or whatever. Okay, sometimes we do like it. Okay, we can solve it with our human mind. But if it's something that keeps repeating, it's something because of what you keep expecting, believing, or the story you're telling. Okay, so spirit is saying if you want him to show up in the way you want, you have to believe in the new version, and then you will have your victory and success. You are the magic wand. Okay, not the universe. Nothing has a meaning in the universe. Okay, until you give it a meaning. So Spirit is saying, yes, it does take time, especially when it's something that has been going on for a long time. But again, if you don't remember, there's no one to change but self. If you don't change the way you're viewing somebody, they will keep showing up in your expected way. Okay, and it does take time. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say it doesn't, but because when it's deep rooted, there's been a lot of, you know, family members and friends who I've known a long time that I have realized when Spirit told me, well, no good you keep crying to us saying, why is this, you know, they're an asshole or whatever, because you are selecting that version of them. All versions exist of people and yourself. All possibilities already done. Creation's already done. So what do you keep choosing? You're not finding it hard to keep choosing the story you don't want and the unwanted version. Yes, it takes a little practice to catch yourself. Oh, my dad's such an asshole. Oh, no, I remembered it wrong. He's always been so loving and kind and caring and respectful. Okay, that's where you catch it, but only you can do it. You're the only person in your head. And if you can't catch those thoughts, then it's not going to change, because no amount of smashing the mirror, remember the 3D is the mirror. It's a world of mirrors. It's the assumptive world. Whatever you are assuming to be true, believing in, expecting is what you're going to get reflected back. It's no other way. The 3D is the effect of what you've caused through beliefs, through expectations, through your assumptions, through the story you tell yourself. However, you know, from however long, all your life, you've been, your 3D is just the reflection with the people in it. Nobody has free will in your reality. You don't have free will in their reality. In their reality, they've probably never met you. They are just showing up in your reality based on how you're seeing people or seeing that person. Right. Be wise. Advice for the week ahead for you. Yes, Rashima, I can see your name on the list. Don't forget, when you will know when your question's gone through, because you will be given a number. Okay. If you have tapped it a couple of times, okay, and you're given more than one number and you only wanted one question, then you've repeated it. Okay, so you'll probably get a couple of numbers. Right. The week ahead. Okay. So again, for you, remember, it's the majority of your readings are going to sound the same as anybody else's. Why? Because it is the law of being. Whoever you are being is what you're receiving. Okay, so if you're being the person that doesn't have what you want because you're not in alignment with that story within, you're dwelling in the 3D thinking this is real and solid. No, it's not. It can change in an instant. Okay, so Spirit is saying for you as well, you are pinning yourself down with your thoughts. You're stopping yourself getting your victory and success. You are trapped in your own mental prison, not seeing any changes. If you want your happiness and joy in life, then you need to let go of the past old story. Remember, your physical body is not in the past and it's not in the future. What is in the past, future and present is your mind, your thoughts. That's why they are bringing out these swords. Thoughts, mental energy. Your thoughts are stopping you getting what you want. If you want your happiness, you have to be the new you. Okay? And stand up in your power. I am beautiful. I am worthy and deserving of everything I want. I'm a multi-dimensional spiritual being. I can happy and do whatever I want. I'm the one trapping myself and pinning myself to the floor, wondering why I'm not getting my victory and success. Right, okay. If you go through that link, my lovely Ricky, you will see if you want to pay for reading, the different prices, or a free reading. Either way, you need to go through there. Right, okay. Iman, I want to ask what you. I want to visit friend of mine and girlfriend Marina. Right, Iman, you're next, sweetheart. Iman, are you there? And that's number 9. Yes, it is. You're number 12 and I'm on number 9. Isika, you're number 12, your question. And like it says, reading 8 is now complete. Reading number 9 is up next, which is Iman. Iman, are you there, sweetheart? Right, I'll just give you your reading anyway. So what Spirit is saying to you is that yes, at the gathering, okay, they're using this as like the wake, whether it was at somebody's home or a other place. Okay, some people did see you as distant. Okay, but Spirit is saying it doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. If you felt confident in yourself, you know, with what I know about how the law of being is, okay, is I will quite often go places and think, you know, I'm showing up in body, but I'm not here in my mind. Okay, it doesn't matter what other people think and feel about you. If you think you are amazing and you can, you know, it doesn't matter, then remember, you don't need other people to validate and approve of you. If you're still coming from that energy, you've got a low self-concept of yourself. Okay, all your seeds, you know you're good enough. Everything's brewing nicely. Okay, let it brew. You're the magic wand. It doesn't matter. Get out of your emotions that are all over the place. Remember the teachings that we've taught you. Take actions in your thoughts. If you want to come away from there, Iman, and say, you know what, everybody thought I was fucking amazing, then do that. You're the one with the magic wand. Your world is a reflection of what you are saying. That's why you are the magic wand. Your world is the effect, remember, not the cause. So, you know, I've been to a couple of things this year already, and like I say, I've been there in body, but in my mind, I'm not there at all. I'm polite, but, you know, I don't let it affect how people see me, because I have a very strong self-concept of myself now. I've worked on that. Okay, that I know it doesn't matter. Right, advanced spirit, general love reading for Rashima. So Rashima, you're next, my lovely. Oops, I just did yours as done. Sorry, it's not. I'm doing it now, Rashima. Okay, love reading for Rashima. Okay. So Spirit is saying to you, Rashima, stop looking at the time. Okay, stop looking at the time. This thief is stealing a pocket watch. It's not a wallet. Okay, so Spirit will bring this out to show you are robbing yourself of time. You're causing the time delay because you are hyper focused on the 3D. Okay, when you allow the wheel to turn, okay, when you have declared, I want this relationship with my SP, okay, he's my man, then you're moving. You're going into that cycle where you will have him, where he's reaching out to you, telling you how he feels, okay? So keep an open mind. Stop. The how is not your job. Never. It is no human's job. Okay? The when is whenever you think about your person, okay, then you think of yourself and him as in that loving relationship, or you're going to be. I'm going to be in that relationship. Okay, no matter what. Why? Because you said so. Remember, nobody else is saying so. So give your relationship a chance. You're not giving it a chance. How can it come in with the person that you want it with when you keep micromanaging the 3D and thinking that it's not possible or whatever? Okay, you're self-sabotaging it, Spirit is saying, so stop doing it. If you want that person, then it's already done, but you're not allowing it to come in because you keep doubting and questioning and contradicting your thoughts. Because if you were in the knowing, regardless of what the 3D is showing, you would not be asking that question. Right, okay. You should be able to get through that link, my lovely. Other people have, so there you go. I'll put it there again in case. Right. Jade. Jade, this is yours, my lovely. Excuse me. Right, hang on a minute. I've just got somebody who has... Right, Hans, yours has come out a couple of times, so I'm just going to do yours as done. So you're going to see the numbers change around. Okay, so you're left with number 13. Right, Jade is number 11, so this is Jade's question. Okay. Right, okay, so Jade, for you, okay, whenever they bring out this home card, it usually means that you're going to live with this person, okay? not this week, but you know, this, when they bring out this, it means that the long term is there for you with this person. Maybe not for life, but certainly living together. Okay. But before these came out, I was like, well, does that just mean that one of you is going to move house because we got change and somebody loading up their car there? So I wasn't sure if one of you might be moving so that you're away from each other, but they're saying no, there's changes coming in, okay, where you could be living together because it's true love. This is the romance of a lifetime, and the chemistry is certainly there. There's a strong magnetic attraction between you. Okay. Now, Spirit is also saying to you that because they will pick people up so that you can stop putting limits on yourself. Stop saying the next 6 months. That is your human mind that is logically thinking, well, if nothing's changed in the next 6 months, then he's not the one for me because we would be together by then. Okay. Again, in the universe, everything is now. But when you put a time limit on it, you have to match that time limit and still might not get those results from the way you're thinking. Okay. So Spirit is saying, just know that this person, the chemistry is there. This is true love. So if it's true love, it doesn't mean it's one way. It means it's both ways. Okay. So stop doubting. You have got the chance to live with this person if you choose to. So just go with the flow, enjoy it, stop questioning, stop contradicting, stop doubting, okay, and just enjoy this relationship. Do you understand? But do not keep thinking 6 months. Things could, you know, next week, it could all suddenly, you know, he's declaring his undying love and you're moved in together in a month's time. Stop putting time on things. Time is man-made. In the universe, everything is available for you now. When you allow yourself to receive it, when you align with the energy of, oh my God, I'm fucking wetting myself because I'm in this amazing relationship, it will come to you. Okay? Quicker. How? Not your job. Okay? Don't keep yourself in your mental prison locked up. Okay? Just allow yourself to receive what your heart is telling you, they're saying. Decide. If you want it sooner, decide. Okay, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Right, okay. Marisol, here's the link for you to look through. This should be different ways to pay, my lovely. Okay, so many people, Spirit give them a reading saying, yes, your person wants you, or yes, this is, you know, true love. And then they're back in the chat the next week going, yeah, but I don't believe you. So can you just look again? If you're contradicting yourself or not accepting it and leaving a reading going, oh my God, it doesn't matter what's playing out in the 3D. Spirit's told me that I'm going to be in this loving relationship with this person and live with them. Then, and you're going against that, you're causing a time delay. You're pushing the timeline out. Okay. Right. Okay. So Isika, my lovely, you're next. Right. Okay. Now I do state that I don't do interview outcomes or job outcomes. And I certainly don't get timings out. I don't get specific dates. Sometimes Spirit will bring me out a rough time period. Okay. But usually with jobs, they will either say you're aligned with the energy of it or you're not. Okay. So let's see what they bring out for you, my lovely. Okay, Spirit is saying to you, we've definitely got offers. Okay, this is a man, you know, who thinks that you're ideal. Don't worry if it's a woman. We all have male, masculine and feminine energy within us, whatever gender we are. Okay, just someone who's very loving, very, you know, you will hit it off with them. Very caring, loving, nice person. Okay, they're going to offer you something here. Now, it might be small. So Spirit is saying it's your choice whether you take it. Okay, so it might be less money than you wanted, less hours, or you're starting at a lower position in order to work up the company. Okay, but there's definitely the offer there. Now, so Spirit is saying it's your choice whether you take it. That's your choice. If they offer it to you and you don't want to take it, then don't feel that you've got to take it. It's your, if it feels right, take it. If there's no anxiety, no like, oh, I don't know, okay, take it if it feels right. Spirit is saying stop stressing and worrying. You are good enough and worthy enough to have any job you apply for. Okay, so stop pinning yourself down with all these thoughts coming to you and you going, oh, but what if I don't get it? I really, 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 really want it. No, shift your attitude to, of course, I get any job I apply for. Why would I not give myself a job? I'm the leading lady in my movie. Your life is your movie. Okay, you're saying who you are and you're saying who other people are in your life. Okay, so yes, I do see a job offer for you. It may not be at that company. It looks like it is, but if it's not, then you're definitely going to get something. Okay. Okay. Hans, are you in the, I know you got a different name, but I don't want to say it in the chat in case you are under, excuse me, Hans. If you want a question answering in the chat, my lovelies, you need to go through a different link. It's so that it is more organized. Yes, you will have to sign up, but it's quick. Lots of people are using it. And then you're given a number so that it's guaranteed that I see your question, even if it's free. You've got the option to buy a reading as well if you want more cards, a bigger in-depth reading, and become a priority over the free reading. So everything is through that link. So, Hans, are you there, my lovely? Or I don't want to say your real name. K, I'm going to say it begins with a K. You are number 13. If any of you, some of you hit the button a couple of times, so you're given several numbers. Okay, it may be that it's slow in giving you confirmation of a number, I don't know, but you only need to do it once. If you're not given a number, then do it again. Okay. Right, okay, so number 13 is Hans. Right, will S and I get back together? This is yours. Okay. So Spirit is saying to you, let's have a look. Depends if your name is, I'm not seeing the name Marisol in there. But there is a person beginning with F and a person beginning with K. You will know because you'll get a number, Marisol. Okay. No, that hasn't come up yet. Have you been given a number? Oh, I see. It came through as a tip. Okay, so that's why it didn't come up. That's why you didn't get a number. And also it's then for the wrong amount. So you've done it in dollars. Hang on a minute. Right, you're not next on the list anyway, so let me just deal with everybody else. You've clicked the wrong thing, that's all. You didn't click on a reading and pay through that. You've done it as a tip. Okay. So number 13 is the person who, a Gemini, who is asking about their Virgo and if you'll get back together. This is your reading. Right, okay. So Spirit is saying he is thinking about you all the time. If you're thinking about him, he's thinking about you. Okay, but you're making it hard work for yourself. Okay, you're making it hard work and struggling with this because you are seeing it off in the future. You're still seeing yourselves as separate. Even though your 3D is showing that, if you are still seeing yourself as separate and it's been X amount of time and will it ever happen, you're causing a time delay. Spirit is saying you should be seeing yourselves as lovers now. Okay, see yourself in that relationship. Oh my God, you know, he's my man. We are in I am in a loving, committed relationship, or I am going to be in a loving, committed relationship. He's serious about you. He wants to come in. Okay, his energy wants to come in, but you're keeping his energy away from coming in, and then you're wondering why you're not getting the relationship you want. Okay, if you desire somebody, they desire you, but the reason you're not seeing movement is because whatever you focus on grows, and you're focusing on the time, the separation, the how, the when. You're still seeing him as an ex. You're still probably looking at a million no contact readings. So what are you dominantly putting into your focus? That you don't have this relationship. I'm single, I'm miserable, is it going to happen? When's he coming back? Will he ever come back? So Spirit's saying he can't stop thinking about you. He's serious about you, but you're not seeing the movement. You're making it hard for yourself because you're not allowing it to come in. Okay. Don't worry, Marisol. I will just have to convert it and see how much US dollars is towards the pounds to see which reading is nearer. But just wait a minute because I have to go through the other people. No, I don't, because you've paid. So numbers 16, 17 and 18, just bear with me a minute. I just need to do a quick USD to GBP. 15 is... Right, so you've got 11 cards, my lovely. So, let me come back to this. I was recently involved with someone and he stopped the relationship, so I want to know why. Can you just give me the initial of your person, please? Marisol? My lovely. Flo, you will be after, no you won't. Kimberly is after, no, it's because you posted twice. Flo, you're next after Marisol, okay? But Marisol has paid for a reading, so her question is next. Marisol, what's your person's initial, sweetheart? Are you still in the chat? D. Wonderful. Okay. Right. Okay. Let me just put in some more things again in case anybody joins in while I'm doing your reading. Then I can focus on it. Okay, Mary. Right. One more. That's it. Right. Then I can... Right. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. This person is coming back into your life. So I'm going to bring you what Spirit is bringing through the pictures on the cards, okay, and then the extra message I'm channeling from them. So they're saying even though he is like away from you, like not making contact or withdrew from you, okay, when they bring this card out, it can be for a couple of reasons, okay? So it can be, let me just give you some examples, okay? So it can be that they've had previous relationships where it's not gone well. They've really fallen for you, okay? And then they self-sabotage. It's like, oh, this is too good to be true. What if I get hurt? I don't want to open up to this person in case I get my heart trampled on, okay? And they can withdraw. It could be that they are naturally a worrier, a stressor. They might have mental health issues as well, okay? But if it's not any of them, sometimes it can be, again, that not because they're self-sabotaging, but it's because it's like the feelings were so intense, but then they suddenly shut down, they run up, they go, okay? But Spirit is saying here, you know, he enjoyed your company. You know, he felt secure in a way, you know, he enjoyed being with you. He thinks you're amazing and beautiful, and the connection was definitely there. What you thought about him, he thought about you. What you felt about him, he felt about you. The love is definitely there. The chemistry is definitely there. The feelings, it was mutual. Okay. He wants a new start with you. Again, he thinks you're beautiful. And again, like the Two of Cups, this Ace of Cups is like the two lily pads are like the Two of Cups. This is all pink. It's all fuzzy. The outpouring of emotions, wanting the two of you to have this love together. Here, you know, wanting to offer you what he didn't offer you before. So Spirit is saying, have that confidence and courage. Okay. If you want him, because we've got union, we've got reconciliation. So he is coming back into your life when you are open to it. Okay, if you don't want him back, if you can't release the past and you keep dwelling on the past, yeah, but he really hurt me or he disappeared. Okay, so your heart is telling you you've still got the connection there, because if you didn't, you wouldn't give a fuck about him and you wouldn't be getting a reading about him. You would not be interested in him. So the fact that you are, okay, is either for closure. So Spirit is telling you why. Okay, that it was either too intense or he was scared of getting hurt. Okay, it wasn't personal, although it seems personal, Spirit is saying. Yes, they understand that. Okay, but they're saying if you want him back because he wants to come back into your life, you have to drop the past story. Remember, your physical body is not in the past. Your physical body is in the now. What is in the past is your mind. So if you keep going back to the unwanted story, you've pressed the pause button. His energy, he can't come into your life until you are aligned with being strong and confident, expecting it to come in. Okay. So allowing it to come in an unexpected way. I have so many clients who are like in their logical brain, yeah, but he can only contact me through social media, or he only has my text number. And I'm like, just let it come in. And most of the time, 99.9% of the time, they're like, oh my God, Sophia, I was out in the supermarket and who tapped me on the shoulder, or I was at an event and who was there? I went to a party and who was there? Okay, you never know how it's going to come in. The how is not your job, Marisol. So Spirit is saying, if you want him, then get excited about it. Drop the past, because if he comes in and you're like, well, you fucking hurt me. Yes, you can say that. But if you're going to bring up the old energy, you're going to get the old energy and he will go again. So doesn't mean you've got to pamper to him. You can, just don't be on the attack as soon as he shows up. Just enjoy, take it slowly. And sort of then after a couple of times or whatever, you drop in, so why did you, I really felt this connection was really strong. What sort of happened? Okay, and then see what he says. And I bet it will be one of those things. So here, Spirit is saying he finds you beautiful, which 3 times they've said that. Okay, but do remember, it's how you see the world and your person is what gets reflected back, is what's going to go in your pocket. A pocket full of love or a pocket full of nothing. However knotted up you feel, like this twisted tree trunk, okay, then it doesn't matter, because the scales are balanced in your favor. If you want it, it's there for you to have, but you have to allow yourself to receive it. Okay, so feel when he comes in, you're going to feel like you've hit the jackpot, okay, and you're going to have fun together. But Spirit is warning you, okay, that if you bring in the past, expect the same cycle to be repeated. I have this with a lot of clients. I tell them, okay, when you've got to see this as a new relationship, you've got to let go of that. You can say, but not like you did this. I felt that there was a strong connection. I thought that you felt the same. And then they'll explain themselves, okay? And he'll say, yes, I did. I was either scared of getting hurt, or I just ran because it was so intense and I needed time to think. Okay, but he's all over, energetically, he's all over you like a rash. Okay, so if it's your choice, if you want the union and the reconciliation, I feel he's going to come back into your life anyway, but it's your choice if you want to, express your love. He's going to come back in and tell you how he feels about you. Okay, it may not be the first time. He might test the waters first with a little hi or hello or whatever. But if you want this relationship, he does think the world of you. He will be back. I know he'll be back, but it's your choice if you can forgive and forget and move on. We have this saying, okay, Spirit has picked me up on it a couple of times, because I used to say it, you can forgive, but you'll never forget. And Spirit picked me up on it and said, forgiving is forgetting. Okay, when you forgive, you are forgetting all the old. If you're forgiving, like, oh, I'll accept the apology, and you're not forgetting and you keep bringing it back in, you're going to go into the same pattern that happened. Okay, you have to see yourself as beautiful. He thinks you are beautiful. Sweetheart, this connection is not over. So allow it to come in and then you can decide. But not watching and waiting, expecting. You are expecting it from now on. You are not looking for it. You are not looking for proof. You are not sitting there putting your life on hold. You're getting excited about it, okay, knowing that it's coming in. Okay, when you are looking, waiting, looking for proof, you are causing the time delay. You're pushing the timeline out. Okay, so allow it to come in. If it takes a couple of weeks, it takes a couple of weeks. Takes a couple of months, but he's coming back. So just like if you booked a holiday today, okay, and you're not going till July, you would be expecting to go. You'd be buying your new bathing costume, you'd be packing your case or getting bits ready nearer the time. Okay, so Spirit is saying expect it, because he will come back into your life, but it's your choice whether you know, sometimes I get clients who are like, say with like Terry T, I'm just gonna pick you here, because you're now aligning your thoughts, your statements, you're affirming for what you do want, instead of keep affirming, telling yourself a story like, what if he doesn't want to be with me? You're like, no, of course he wants to be with me. That's affirming. We affirm all the time in our heads. I need to go to the toilet is an affirmation. You're affirming that you want to go to the toilet. Okay, I'm going to have a sandwich for lunch. You've affirmed that you're going to having a sandwich. It's affirmations are the statements, the words you are telling yourself. Okay, so is it aligned with what you do want or not? Because depending on where your story is in your head, that's what you're going to get more of. Now, I get clients who are like, I've been saying he loves me and I'm in this loving relationship and he's head over heels in love with me. And then they get a text going, hi. Or it's like, do you have that CD I lent you like 6 years ago or whatever? Okay. Or how are you? Hope you moved on, or something like that. And my clients go to pieces. This is not my manifestation. Where is it? And I say, that was the bridge of incidents. That is you getting that contact because you were thinking about them. They're thinking about you. They've reached out to you. Doesn't matter if it's hi. You just say hi back. How are you doing? Just like if it's a friend. Okay. Sometimes it comes in with all the love and the gooey bits. Other times it's just they're testing the waters to see that you haven't moved on, or you're not blazing mad with them and going to start a row again and they're going to run for the hills again. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Right, how are we doing for time? Well, we're doing fine for time. Time is going slow today. Right, okay. If you want any questions answering, you need to go through this link. You will be given a number. You will go into a queue, my lovely. Right, okay. Florence, you are next, my lovely. And again, I have so many, you know, if you've been watching my readings, okay, and you see the card that comes out as new love, it's always your choice if you want to choose a new love, but they will say, if you want that person, you have to see it as a new love. Like you've just met them for the first time. You've got to drop the unwanted version of them that didn't give you this before, or didn't do this before, or your expectations about yourself, like, oh, well, they'll probably go off with somebody else, and then they do, and you wonder why. Okay, as an example. So you have to see it as the version you want of them. Remember, all versions exist, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You can't change the bad. You have to select within you and engage within you every time you think about them as the version you want, the desired version, not trying to change the one that can't change. All versions exist. Okay. Right, Florence, my lovely. I'm starting out a new job. I don't enjoy it. And I think my best friend is sneaky with the guy I like. Okay, Florence, right, Florica, sorry. Spirit is saying, look at how you have just contradicted yourself in there, in that one message. That's why you're not getting what you want from the universe. Okay, so Spirit is saying, I will bring out 3 cards for you, but just to reiterate what they're saying. So, advice for you. Thank you. Are you coming back in, doggy? Good girl. Right, okay, so for you, my lovely. The Spirit is saying, let me come to these two bits here. And this card is backed up by this. They mean the same. Okay, so what does this one say? You're very close to achieving your goals. Okay? And this card, swords are your thoughts. And on this card, she's all dressed up. She's got her handbag. She's all ready to go out the door. And then she has like, oh my God, everything's going to go wrong. Okay, your thoughts are coming in and self-sabotaging yourself. You get so close to getting what you want, and then you think the opposite. Okay, oh, I really, really want a lovely job, or I really, really want this person. But then you come in with all the negative thoughts as to all the reasons why it'll probably go wrong, why you can't have it, why people are sneaky. Okay, so Spirit is saying you're getting in your own way. You are stopping yourself getting what you want. Show the world the real you. Be you. We are all perfect. What's not is our inner chatter, the things we tell ourselves. Okay, think of your thoughts like, you know, if a friend was telling you everything that we think to ourselves, we would not be putting up with it. Okay, we would be either saying, right, I'm going to prove you wrong, thank you, missus, or, you know, how dare you talk to me like that? But we allow ourselves to talk to ourselves like absolute crap. Okay, so show the world the real you. Now, again, you are so focused on your friend being sneaky with your guy. Well, remember, what you focus on grows. And I have so many clients who come to me saying, I thought everything was fine between me and my partner, but they've gone off with the friend. I knew they would. I had a feeling they would. And it's because you are insecure. You don't trust people. Okay, that you are expecting the worst from people. So if you keep focusing on this, then unfortunately, as all realities exist, you will go into the reality where your friend takes your guy away. And nothing can stop it until you come back into your power now and don't give him away. Okay, have you seen me? I am fucking amazing. I am so beautiful and irresistible that my man only has eyes for me. Why would he even want to look at anybody else? Oh, when he looks at my friend, he thinks she's boring. She is nothing. There is no competition around. He only has eyes for me. Do you understand? Because what you focus your thoughts on is what you're going to get. End of. There's no loop out of this. Who you say you are and what you say you have is what you're going to get. Because the 3D is a reflection of your 4D thoughts. Just like the 2D, the mirror or a shadow on the ground is a reflection of your 3D physical body. Okay, so if you expect somebody to be a player, sneaky, argumentative, a shit, an asshole, loving, kind, generous, amazing, then that is how they're going to show up. Okay, remember, all versions of people exist. So Spirit is saying you're so insecure about your friend. Why? Just look at her and say, oh my God, you know, she's nothing compared to me. My man, nobody has what I want. He's my man. Okay, he only has eyes for me. He doesn't, you know, every time he looks at her, he's like, oh my God, she's just gross. Okay, so, but if you're going to come from, oh my God, you know, she's going to take him away from me, then give her an Oscar because she's just played the part you've given her. Okay. And again, you know, when it is your person's gone off with a third party, when they come back, when I've taught my clients, okay, that you were so focused on them going that they did. Okay, they loved you, but you sent them away with your insecurities, your doubts, your fears, your fear of abandonment, your fear of rejection, whatever story is in your subconscious, because you weren't consciously thinking it. In your case, you are consciously thinking it. Spirit is saying, okay, you are starting to become consciously aware that she's being a sneaky bitch and she's going to nick my man. So there you go. Okay, so you need to nip that in the bud before he saunters off with her. Okay, you can't blame them. They're playing the part you've given them in your movie. You're writing your movie script and that's the characters, your parts you've given them. Okay, so show the real you. Also with your job, they are wanting to add in here. Yes, because it is, you're not, because it's deep rooted. Okay. This isn't from your person. Remember, everybody shows up and reflects you back to you. So he came in being this dashing, handsome guy. You had no problem with it, but your programming, your subconscious program is, I've been flipped off before. I can't trust people. So people pick up on that energy. We're always transmitting energy in our thoughts, whether it's on a subconscious level, which is below conscious level. Okay, nobody goes into a relationship saying, my person is going to hurt me. It happens because of the subconscious programming you've got. So when I'm doing the mentoring or through readings as well, because it's all the same. Okay, it's just when I'm mentoring, I can hear you tell me your story and then I can say, that's why. Okay, it stems from your childhood. It stems from the last relationship you had or other relationships. It stems from how you see yourself. It could be a number of things. Okay, so you weren't thinking nastily about it. But even if, okay, so Spirit is saying, even if one day he just glanced at her. Okay, just say casually he just glanced at her. But in his head, he wasn't thinking anything. He just sort of looked. But you saw that and you're like, she just looked at him or he just looked at her. Oh my God, is there something going on here? And you have now started a snowball effect in your thoughts. It can be as easy as that. Okay. Sometimes clients will say, I've got this really good friend and now they're not talking to me. Why? I thought we were best friends. And I say, so what happened? What happened leading up to that? Well, she started being a bit stressy towards me. I was there for her, but she shut me down. Now she's not talking to me because the snowball effect started. Well, she's in a bit of a pissy mood then, and we always take it personally. Okay, she could have snubbed her toe, banged her toe on her bed and got up in a bad mood or whatever. But we always take it personally. Okay, we always want to be validated and approved by everybody. No, you validate and approve of yourself, because if you do, then others reflect it back to you. It's a reflection, remember. Okay, so sometimes we overthink things. We start to think, we take it away, don't we? We go away, and then every time we think about that friend, we're like, well, she looked at me pretty slyly today, or doesn't she like me anymore, or whatever. Okay, and then that snowball effect has gone because your assumptions, although not true, okay, you are just believing in them, becomes solid, and then it's reflected back to you where your friend fucks you off. Okay, so look at where your thoughts are. You can bring them back at any time because everything already exists. Okay, now regarding your job, they do want to just quickly go over that. You don't enjoy your job, so look at what you're not enjoying about it, because remember, you can have a million jobs, but if your programming is, I'm never respected in a job, I always get shit jobs, I always get lower amounts, I'm worth more than this, okay, it's going to play out like Groundhog Day in every job you get. It's going to be the same in relationships. Okay, I always have men who cheat on me. Here's another one, gone off cheating on me again. Okay, I had a client one time whose father had gone off with a blonde. Okay, her mother was brunette, her father had gone off with a blonde. So she had grown up with her mother slagging off blondes. And as she got older and started dating men, what happened? Even though she wasn't consciously thinking they're going to go off with a blonde, they always ended up going off with a blonde. And when we were having this conversation and she just blurted it out, I said, that is why, because in your subconscious It has been ingrained from your mother slagging off blondes, that men always go off with blondes. Blondes are seducers, etc., etc. So her men were going off with blondes. She wasn't consciously sat there saying, oh, this is such a lovely guy, he's going to go off with a blonde. Why do I even bother? Okay, but you see how your subconscious programming is working. So be prepared. So how do you unprogram it is to be aware that the story you're telling yourself when you think about the thing in your mind. Okay, so when work comes up, where does your story go? I hate my boss. I hate going to work. This job is crap. So what are you getting? More things to show you that your boss hates you, nobody respects you, and you get paid crap. So that's where you have to be the observer of your thoughts. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your 3D conditions are all temporary. Okay, they can change overnight. How many times have you said you're not going to do something, and then a couple of days later you think, oh, actually, I'll go and do it? Okay, things can change. The 3D is not solid. We think it is. It seems solid and real. It's not. It's an illusion. It's the reflection of your thoughts. Okay, on a subconscious level or conscious level. So you have to be consciously aware that when you think about your boyfriend, your friend, she's got her own boyfriend. Nobody touches my man. He's only got eyes for me because I'm the prize. I'm number one. I'm first best. I'm always loved, chosen, and adored. Okay, I'm irresistible. I'm magnetic. With work, I always get high paid jobs. I'm employee of the month. Even if they haven't got an employee of the month scheme, you are the best candidate for that position. Okay, because whatever you do on the programming you've got, you are not going to succeed. Okay, because you can't. Your programming is going against, it's like a computer program. Okay, if you don't put in the new software, it ain't going to change. So the computer itself looks the same, but the software is different. So you've got to reprogram it, but you've got to be aware and catch yourself to see where your thoughts keep going. It's where your dominant thoughts go, okay? So in all of that, in your current mindset, it wouldn't matter if you got a new job or started your own business, because you do not trust people. Okay, you would go into them enthusiastic about them, but then you would self-sabotage. So if you had your own business, but what if people don't choose me? What if people don't book me or buy my services or whatever, buy the products I've got? Okay, if you go into another job that's more pay, you've limited yourself already. You know, with a big pay comes big responsibilities. No, you don't. That is a human limiting belief that you have to work hard for money. Okay, money can come to you from out of the blue. You don't have to work. That's because that's been ingrained into you. That's what we've been taught. Okay, so you've got a lot of limiting beliefs that would stop you doing what you wanted to do anyway. Right, okay. And again, I'm scared of owning my own business in case it fails. Okay, so look at everything that you've put there and look at where you've contradicted yourself, my lovely. Okay. Yes, I have. Your question has come out several times, so. Right, okay. Marina, you are going to be next because you've paid for a reading. So 21, Marina, is above the free readings of 19 and 20, but I will get to you in a moment. Let me just do this. Right, Mary, just wait a moment because Marina's got a paid reading here, my lovely. Right, Marina, okay. What have you got? 10 cards. Okay. Ba, ba, ba. Do you want to go out, baby? Hang on a minute. Just going to lean across the camera. Let the dog out, have a sip of tea, and then we will carry on. Right, okay. Now it's okay, badass. You know, if you click it once, any of you who do a free reading or a paid reading, okay, well, paid you will know because it will ask you for payment again. But if it's free, okay, click it once and just pause and wait and see if you get a number. Okay, I don't know how quickly people get numbers because I've not got one from myself. Okay, I can't get into the system like that because I'm in it. Okay, so I can't get a reading from myself, if you like. If you do get a number, then know it's gone through. So badass, you've got 3 numbers. Right, okay, Marina, sorry, sweetheart. Let me come back to yours. What's his initial R? Right, okay, so lots of advice here from Spirit for you, which is the same. Okay, so in his energy towards you, what's really going on? I've been catching myself with some conflicted thoughts. Right, okay, now, yes, the conflict that's been there with you before, both of you, okay? Conflicting thoughts as well, but also the conflict, then you go into no contact, okay? So here, Spirit is saying he loves you. He wants to be with you. Okay, he cares about you. He loves you. You are everything to him. You are his happiness and joy and love. Okay, Spirit is saying the attraction is very much there between you. Okay, you're on the right path. You get so close to getting what you want. Okay, but then it's self-sabotages again, and Spirit is telling you here why. You can live together quite happily together. Okay, yes, you can, Spirit is saying when I was pulling that out. But you still sort of come back to this unrequited love. Okay, if he loved me the way I love him, he would bend over backwards and give me everything that I would give him. Why is he not changing? He obviously doesn't feel the same. Okay, and this is a big misconception, okay, that why things don't change. But he would still have... Yes, but I will explain why in a moment, okay, what Spirit's advice to you is about that, Marina. So yes, he's going to come back into your life, okay. You see him as playing games, okay, like you've said there. Yeah, but he takes their side instead of mine, and if we were together, he would still have to deal with him, so I'd be flicked off and he'd still be running to his family because they've got issues. There's always some drama around them, and he's not giving me his attention. Okay, so it's like this. If he really loved me, he would drop everything for me. He would stick up for me. I would be his priority. Okay, why is he not doing that? The Spirit's saying, remember from our teachings, your thoughts are the things that keep you pinned to the desk. Here's the teachings on the blackboard. We've told you how the universe works, how you're seeing yourself, your person, love, others is what you're going to get. And then you're pinned to the floor going, well, fuck his parents, fuck that, fuck him. Okay, why is this always happening? And you're wondering why your head is pinned to the table. Why you're not seeing the changes, why they're temporary. He comes in, he goes again. He comes in, he goes again. It's the same story, Groundhog Day. Okay, Spirit is saying you have to repeat the new story. If you keep coming back to, they are doing this, his family's always got issues, he needs to get his act together, nothing's going to change. It can't. Because all versions exist of you, of your person, of his family. Okay, all outcomes exist. Creation is done. You are choosing which reality you're focused on. Even if at lunchtime you say to yourself, right, I can't decide whether I want McDonald's or KFC, and you decide McDonald's, there's still the version of you that went and had KFC. Okay, we are shifting realities all the time with every thought. But it's when your thoughts are all over the place that you are jumping from the nice reality where you got what it wants for 5 minutes, then you're, okay, so we're always skipping. Even if it still looks the same, because our brains could not handle like in dreams. When you dream at night, that is your physical body has gone to sleep, your conscious mind has shut up, and your subconscious, which is your multidimensional self, if you like, okay, your consciousness is going off to New York, Paris, wherever. It's at home, it's off somewhere else. Okay, it's with so-and-so, it's with somebody else. Okay, so you have to turn your back on the emotions that are not serving you. If you keep bringing up those old thoughts, they're going to trigger old emotions, and then you're wondering why nothing's changing. Okay, you are the magic wand. But because you keep self-sabotaging and having thoughts in the opposite of what you want, you are seeing him blow hot and cold. He's all over the place. He's showing up in your world. I love you, but my family's got this, and I don't know what to do. Okay. As I was saying earlier, for any of you who are still in here, that just reminded me of something I was going to say. When people go off with third parties, I'm not saying in your case, Marina, but I am, his family are a third party. It doesn't have to be a romantic person. It can be family, it can be job. I'm too busy for you, love. Sorry, I'm always working. It can be distance. It can be anything. Anything that is keeping you from having the relationship you want is a third party personal situation. Now, when it's people, like I was saying to Flo, okay, when clients have gone off with, people, specific person has gone off with somebody else, they come back in, when they come back in and they say, I never wanted to leave you. I don't know why I went off with that person. Okay, because you have unintentionally sent them away through your fears, insecurities, the story you're telling yourself. So in Marina, your case, your person, there is the version of your person that wants to give you the loving, committed relationship. But because you're focused on the version, the unwanted version, who's got family's got issues and is trying to split you up all the time, and he hasn't got time for you because they're his priority, you see why nothing's changing. It doesn't matter if he come back into your life 20,000 times. Until you see only the desired version where he is coming in, offering you the world, you're not going to see any difference. So when you now think of him, I'm his number one priority. He always chooses me above anybody else and anything else. Okay, his family, they don't have any issues because there are versions of them that don't have any issues. You are lighting up the unwanted versions. Okay, so nothing is going to change if you do not change the story. Okay, it can't. It's impossible. Because who you're saying you are and what you're saying you've got is what you get. So I'm Marina, who's gone back into no contact again, waiting for my person to decide whether he's going to get his act together or not, and his family are going to one day get over their issues and fuck off and leave us alone. It ain't going to happen because you are focused on it. Okay, so you can go forward in the old unwanted story, or you can start to catch your thoughts, because you'll see where they're going. You will see what story they are going. They're going dominantly onto his parents are asses, his family's always got issues, or his brother and sisters are always poking their nose in and got issues. He's always running off. So do you see? Okay, so you have to persist, but yeah, it's your beliefs. Okay, so again, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path, but overall, spirit will bring this out. It's whatever you are believing, expecting, the story you're telling yourself is getting projected out there, and you're watching the shit show back. Okay, so when you make the effort to change within the story, the version that you do want, and you have to do that within. You have to go within and connect and engage only with your desired ideal version. Okay, so even if you write out, this is the version I want, so that it reminds you, so that every time you think about him, oh yes, he's very loving, he's very committed, devoted and committed to me. But it's how you're seeing yourself as well. I'm always chosen, I'm always prioritized over anybody and anything else. Okay, he thinks the world of me, will do anything for me. He spoils me. He pampers me. Why wouldn't he? I'm irresistible. I am everything. I am his world. Okay, how you're seeing yourself. I am worthy and deserving to have this. You're putting yourself as down the list. You're not on your pedestal. You're giving your power away to all the circumstances and other people around you. And then wondering why you're at the bottom of the heap. Because that's where you keep going in your story. But when you are changing, okay, because you can marry this person, this is the one, it's worth waiting for, but you have to free yourself and take back control over your life, which means in your thoughts. Your 3D and the people in it will not change until you have changed your assumption of the world. The 3D world is an illusion. It is the world of mirrors. It is the assumptive world. Whatever you have been putting out there subconsciously or consciously is what gets reflected back. Okay, and you have to trust in that new version is going to be reflected back to you. But there's no point you going within saying, oh my God, he's this, that and the other, and his family all agree, and then the next thing that happens from the old story still playing out. Okay, and as Neville Goddard used to say, if you cut off a snake's head or a chicken's head, which is gross, but their body will still move, even if they've been detached from their life force, if you like. Okay, so what Spirit is saying, yes, your old thoughts have been so dominant in this for such a long time that you're going to see unwanted things still pop up. But that's where you're like, that's fine. It's irrelevant. Allow it to be there. This does not change what the work that I'm doing within to get the outcome that I do want. Okay, but every time you're reacting to it, you are delaying it because you're keeping that in place. Okay. Yes, that's why you've not given up on it. Okay, I have, like I said earlier in the chat, you know, I have loads of people who are like, I can't do this anymore, Sophia. You know, he can fuck off. I don't want to have anything to do with him. Now, if you genuinely feel that way, you know, you will go forward and you'll be relieved. But a lot of time, a week later, or a couple of days later, or even the next day, or even the next thought about them, you're like, oh, but I really do love them. They're the person that I want. Why? Because it is a divine desire. Everything you desire or want is yours. You choose whether you want it or not. But when there's some desires, okay, we can't dismiss because they are meant for you, for your good, for your person's good. But when you're fighting against it and you are focused on what you don't want, everything that you don't want, and you're wondering why everything you don't want is still there, it's because you're focused on it. What you focused on grows. Okay, so when you do start shifting within, you have to trust that. Okay, that's why Spirit is saying you have to trust. that no matter what's still rattling around and twitching around in your 3D that's not in alignment, it's not going to stop your desire coming if you remain faithful to it. So that means every time you think about it, you either have the desired relationship or you don't. You can't have both. Two realities cannot exist at the same in one physical world. Okay, you either have it or you don't. When you're wavering, that's when you're causing the time delay or not seeing any changes, or you're getting hot and cold behavior. Okay, so he's not playing any games. He loves you very much, but he is playing the part you've given him. Give him an Oscar. Give him a clap. Okay, because he is playing the part you keep saying him and his family are. We're not taught this in school. You know, nobody beat yourselves up, because this is something that didn't I've been doing readings and been spiritual since I was a child. I've been doing readings since I was in my early 20s. I'm nearing 60. Okay, and it was when I was 50, well, I'm 57, but when I was 50 that spirit was like, shut up, Sophia. You know, we can't bring you what we want. You to have what you want, but you're so focused on everything going wrong and sitting there self-sabotaging, and you're wondering why we're not giving it to you. The universe doesn't have a meaning until you give it a meaning. That's why, you know, if you're watching a program, you could be sat there in floods of tears and your friends laughing because they give it a different meaning. Okay, so we all see our realities different. We've all got our own unique reality. Nobody is showing up in your reality pissing you off on purpose. They are playing the part you've given them through subconscious programming of fear of rejection, fear of abandonment, insecurities, general fears, doubts. Okay, they do one thing or a couple of things, and then you are reacting to it over and over, and now it becomes you're expecting it. Okay, so it doesn't matter how many times you say to somebody, you need to stop doing that, or else. Okay, yes, you can set boundaries. You can tell somebody they've hurt you or whatever. Okay, but if you're expecting them to change, they won't change until you have changed your expectation of them. Remember, all versions exist. And believe me, you know, I have had clients who, yes, he will come back. Okay, he's coming back. So I've had clients whose specific people, family, friends, a lover, have done horrible things, as long as it's not physical abuse. If it's physical abuse, I say, why the fuck would you want them back? Just let them go. Okay, you can sit there longing for the desired version, but what's the point? It's going to take a lot for you to even think of them in a different way, because you might get a chink of it and then they're going to be the same. You haven't changed them enough. It's very hard when it's a physical abuse. But if it is just like cheating or anything, it's always your choice. You don't have to take them back. You can walk away. But if you do want that person back, then you have to look at where your thoughts were. Okay, and a lot of the time it stems from childhood. It stems from previous relationships. It might be that you've met this person and somebody says, oh, they're a bit of a womanizer, or you see them talking to somebody and you think, oh, they're a womanizer. So you've built in those assumptions, which then harden into what we call fact, harden into the physical world. So until you change your perception of them and yourself and the relationship, then they are not going to change. It's impossible. It might be temporary, but it won't be long lasting. Right. No, so that will be, Marina, a lot of, as I said, your physical body only exists in the now. It's not in the past where you were Marina who was unfortunately being abused. Okay, you don't, so the only thing that is going back into the past is your subconscious programming, okay, and your thoughts when you think about it. Okay, your mind is the only thing that's going around. So you don't have to keep bringing that in. Now, you can do healing to make you feel better, but again, you know, for me, spirits taught me, why bother? You just drop that old story, you slam the door on it. For a lot of people, but don't forget, I've been doing this for years now. Okay, this has been 7 years, and sometimes I still will feel hurt, or the other day I had a good cry about something, but I can get back on it quicker. You've got to release those human emotions, or else you'll bottle them up. So let them out, but it doesn't mean that you've lost anything. What you desire is yours until you decide you don't want it anymore. That's where you have free will in your reality. Nobody else does. They're just showing up based on the part you've unwittingly given them or knowingly given them. So you can heal, but again, if you're healing, a lot of my clients will get stuck saying, well, I've been healing for ages, why is nothing changing? Because when you are like, yes, but I'm healing, you get more things that, oh, I've got to heal that, I've got to heal that, I've got to heal that. Okay, you're either healing and still stuck in the past, or you've healed because there's a version of you that's healed. Okay, so which one are you identifying with? You can't be both. Right, okay. So putting yourself on the pedestal as well is, knowing that you're good enough and worthy. We are all perfect. What's not is how we've expected things. You weren't, you didn't ask to be abused, whether physically, sexually, or verbally. Okay. But when it's done once, we then expect it, oh, what if they do it again? Or I didn't like that. Nobody enjoys it, so I didn't like that, and then unfortunately it's reflected back to you. Okay, as I said, nobody asks for it. We don't sit there going, oh, I feel like being abused today, okay, or I feel like being dumped today, or I feel like my person cheated on me today. It comes from subconscious programming. Your mind is a computer, the most powerful computer on this earth. Okay, and if you don't reprogram the unwanted program, even though the hardware looks the same, okay, you're not going to see any changes. Right, Mary, my lovely. My name is Mary. His name. He's an okay. I've been together 5 years. Right, okay. So what does Spirit want to say to you about this? No, Al, sorry. Right, Mary, are you there, my lovely? Because this is going to be your reading next. You have to go through this link for free readings or paid readings, Al. You will need to sign up. It's quick, it's easy. Lots of other people have done it. It's not there to hinder you. It's just that if you might get a free reading today, but in, a couple of readings later or whatever, lives later, you might decide to get a paid reading. You get discounts if you book before the live session, off the readings, etc. So there's benefits to it as well. Right, okay, that's what you need to know. Right, Mary, my lovely, are you in the chat? Let me know if you are. You're number 19. Excuse me. Right, and then I've got 2 priority paid readings as well that I've just seen come in. Sorry, my lovelies. Right, Mary, I'm going to do yours anyway. So spirit advice for Mary regarding our right, okay. So for you, I can see the energy of the version who loves you very much, this beautiful Ace of Cups. Okay, a lot of love, emotions for you, wanting, you know, the two of you, these two lily pads, okay, together. But it's, again, the energy you're sending from your heart, okay? So it's your choice if you want to give the relationship a chance. You know, you can turn away, you can work on the partnership, or you can walk on. It's your choice, okay? So will he change? Not until, again, you change the story of him. If you see him as he's unfaithful, he's still involved with somebody else, then that's what you're going to continue to see, unfortunately. Okay, yes, in time he might come back, but it's your choice if you want to wait. Okay, so yes, he loves you very much, but you are getting the undesired version and not the desired version. Remember, all versions exist, but also it comes from, you know, you're not wanting this, you're not choosing it, but you're not seeing yourself. You're now become focused your energy on the third party. And unfortunately, when you keep putting coal and fuel on a fire, it keeps burning. You're not withdrawing your energy off that and just seeing the two of you together. You know, he forsakes all others over me, for me. Okay, I'm his number one priority. I'm the love of his life. You're now putting yourself below the third party and wondering why they're still together, because what you focus on grows. We're all just energy. Okay, if you're religious, then in the Bible it says, whatsoever you desire, believe you have received it now and you will. Okay, Einstein, everything is energy. We are all just energy. Your physical body is not the real you. It is a vehicle, like a car, driving your real being around. Okay, but when we come into this world, we forget that we are a multi-dimensional being, and it's not until you are taught it through myself or the millions of other people that spirit comes through. Okay, whether they do readings or whether they're channeling, like Abraham Hicks, like Bashar channels through. They both are entities that channel through. There's Seth, who came through in the 60s to Jane or Sarah, I can't remember her name, but either way, okay, these are all spirit coming through to awaken the world and say, look, the government doesn't rule you. Nobody else rules you except you. It's what you're believing. Okay, whatever you believe, expect, tell yourself in your thoughts over and over again is what you get reflected back. Okay, there are so many things in my life since they've taught me this that I've said, I'm not accepting that. This is what I'm having. And I get that because I shift. All outcomes exist. Okay, so for you, Mary, your relationship is there, but what energy you're sending out is focused on everything that is going wrong, but it's your choice. You don't have to. But if you're expecting him to change without changing your expectations or your assumptions, and you're still focused on the bitch, then the bitch is staying there. Okay, nothing's going to change, but it's your choice, because a lot of people can't understand this. Reconciliation, you see yourself as reconciled in a loving relationship, or you see him as gone. Okay, but nothing's going to change until you change. And a lot of people can't accept that. No, that's not how it works. I'm sorry, he did the wrong. He needs to change. Okay, well, I can point you in the direction of a million books since the 1800s that have been written about how your thoughts are what you get reflected back to you, about yourself, about people, about the circumstances. But it's your choice. You don't have to stay with him. You can move on. But he loves you very much, but you're not getting that side of him, unfortunately. You're now getting the unwanted one. I even had one woman who was about to get married. Okay, they had their their wedding planned. They'd been together 3 years. Everything was fine, and she had a dream. She wasn't a dreamer. Now, me, I dream every night. I know if I haven't had a dream, I've not slept. Okay, Now, she had a dream that her partner told her he didn't want to be with her. And she could not shake that dream. That dream stayed with her. And of course, she bought into it. The snowball effect started. Okay, she couldn't shake off this dream. Even though in the 3D, the physical world, he was still there, loving. They were still discussing the wedding and everything. Okay, the snowball effect had started in her thoughts. She couldn't shake that dream off. That was a horrible dream. He didn't want me. That felt horrible. But because there was a lot of emotion behind it and her thoughts as well, 3 weeks later, he turned around and said, I really don't know why, but I don't feel we're compatible anymore. I want to call the whole thing off. She was devastated. Of course, she couldn't understand why, but when she was talking to me and she said about the dream, I said, because you focused on that, you didn't just say, oh, stupid dream. Okay, that doesn't matter. I'm not going to let it affect me. Okay, you dwelled on it. It got into your subconscious, and your subconscious has a reticular activating system that reflects back. What you put out comes back. Okay, it took her a year to get him back. Doesn't mean that you will, but because she was spent months like licking her wounds, getting over it, hurt, distraught, etc., etc. But it wasn't until, we had coaching through that time. She didn't come to me straight after it had happened. Okay, it was like a couple of months anyway. And then like trying to get her to focus back on herself, that how she sees herself in the relationship. I'm amazing. I'm tick all the boxes, etc. I'm irresistible. Okay. And then how she wanted him to show up, loving her, adoring her. Okay. And they got back together, and now they are married and got a beautiful baby boy together. Okay. So you can always get it back. Nothing is ever lost. Depend on the story you keep telling yourself. Okay, right. I've got the 2 paid readings to come next. So I'm sorry about the ones that have got the free readings. Paid readings do take priority. Okay. Divine Cancer. Can I get a love reading for the first 2 weeks of the month? Start with the romance. Oh, sorry, I just forgot. Sorry, this is a free one. Sorry, you paid readings. I will come to you next. I just off with the fairies. Right, Divine Cancer. Sorry, just quickly 3 cards for you for romance for the next 2 weeks. Okay, no, it's because I wasn't focused enough. Sorry, they contradicted each other. Right, trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Journey may be a physical journey that you're going to go on, or it may be something that seems like a journey. Okay, and now the train is coming into the station. So either a physical journey in the next 2 weeks, or something that you've been wanting for. Just trust and have faith. Remember, you decide. It's what you're choosing in your thoughts. What you focus on grows. Yeah, remember, you are your thoughts are what you are growing. You're planting those seeds, and what are you going to harvest? Okay, a field full of weeds or a field full of flowers or wheat or something useful. Okay, so this is something you've been wanting. You're the only person with the skills for the 2 of you to be together. Okay, whether it's somebody new or somebody you want. Okay, stop self-sabotaging. You're writing your script. You've got to stop battling between your ego and your heart. Okay? So, they may not come in the next 2 weeks, but Spirit is saying just trust. Okay? Just trust that someone's coming. The fact that you desire to be in a relationship and not to be single your desire is already yours. So trust and have faith that it's coming towards you. Okay, stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. What are they saying? Have faith, trust. Okay, trust in what your heart is telling you. You would not desire a relationship if you didn't want one. It doesn't matter whether it shows up in an hour's time, tomorrow, next week, next month. Stop putting time on things. That's you looking at linear time. The universe, everything is now. It's already yours. So the more you allow it to come in instead of putting time limits on it, it could come in tomorrow, but you're saying no, in the next 2 weeks. Okay, so your brain is going to focus on 2 weeks. Okay, because that's what you're saying. Oh, 2 weeks. It's not here in the next 2 weeks, which could be tomorrow. Stop getting in your own way, my lovely. Right, to the paid readings. Right, CC and Badass, please wait because there are 2 paid readings before yours. Right, Tracy, what does Spirit want me to do when it comes to... Okay, Tracy, are you there, my lovely? Then Iman, you are next. Okay, Tracy, I'm just going to get on with yours. I can't see you in the chat, my lovely. Whatever comes out in the cards. Okay, anything for Tracy? Okay, man. You're after Tracy. This is Tracy's. Hello, Tracy. Right, anything for Tracy, please? Right, okay. So for you, Tracy, okay, I've got a man here and I've got love card, okay, but it doesn't have to be romance. If you are not in a relationship, okay, it could be job or family, okay. If you are in a relationship and there's a bit of conflict there, okay, then it will be about the relationship because of what's coming out here. Okay, so Spirit is saying at the moment you're feeling let down and disappointed, okay, stabbed in the back, or your thoughts, the swords are your mental thoughts, are pinning you to the floor with an unwanted story. Okay, so you're focusing on what you don't want and wondering why you're getting more of it. Okay, stand there in your power, okay, knowing that you are beautiful, that you can have whatever you want. Remember, we're all perfect. What's not is the story we tell ourselves or what we react to. Okay, justice, favorable outcome in conflict, which can be physical bickering with a man. Again, it could be you in your head thinking my boss is an arse. It could be my family member who's male is an arse. It could be a partner. Okay, it could be physical bickering. It could be, you can always listen back, my lovely, don't worry. When it's posted up, you'll hear it back. It can be that you're just in conflict in your mind. Okay, it can be physical arguing or bickering or stalemate situation. But whatever it is, whichever area of your life, okay, you can be happy, have a happy future and be contented with this person. So I feel it is more either a family member or a relationship. Your beautiful emotional security, your financial security overflowing, your abundance. Okay, again, this is a love card. Okay, so a bit like the Two of Cups, how you're feeling about somebody, they're feeling about you. But again, you know, Spirit is saying everything you're wanting, we're trying to bring you. We're trying to deliver it to you. But you're focused on what the nasties that you don't want, the unwanted, unfavorable circumstances or situation, and your mind is now going around in chaos. Your mind is whizzing, whizzing, whizzing around. Okay, so again, stay in your power. Stand in your power of what you do want and not what you don't want. Okay, you have to believe, meditate, contemplate on what you do want, catching your thoughts when it's going on to an unwanted situation about a person or a situation. Okay, somebody is really thinking about you here, so whatever you're thinking about them, they are thinking about you. Okay, because everybody is our reflection. Allow what you want to come in an unexpected way. Now, it could be emotionally or financially. There is definitely occupation here, so that's why, again, it could be something with a job. Okay, you might be in conflict with a partner or a family member because of a job. Okay, it could be that in your thoughts, you're like, my boss sucks. I never get one, you know, they don't respect me. Change your thoughts about them. Because all versions of your boss exist, the good, the bad, the ugly. Whichever one you're dominantly focused on is why they're showing up that way. Okay, it may be that just saying in general, these might be two separate issues as well. But there's definitely holiday, and there's definitely, this can be a new home, but it can also be this reason that Spirit brings it out. So holiday, the answers you're looking for are found during a vacation, retreat, or holiday getaway. So it may be if you're in a bit of a dispute with a partner or a boyfriend or something, and you go away on holiday, you talk things over. But new home or moving is a step in the right direction. So moving on from the situation. Stop focusing on the situation. When you focus on the problem, you're going to get more things that add to the problem instead of everything's going to be fine. You know, no, I know that we love each other, or I know I'm going to get that job, or I know my boss appreciates me. Okay, so there's a little bit where you are self-sabotaging without realizing. Okay, and what you want is there. You can have your abundance emotionally, financially, in love, whatever, home, whatever. Okay, it's all there for you to have. So look at where your thoughts are going, and it's easy to do because when that thing or person pops into your head, you will know where your thoughts start to go straight away. And that's where you observe the thoughts and you're like, oh, okay, now I know why this keeps playing out. Okay, I need to change my thoughts to what I do want in alignment with what I do want and not what I don't. The 3D can't change if you don't change. And when we don't change, the 3D just goes along in default. It will change, but then you'll go back into the same cycle. And that's why we wonder why we go through several relationships or several jobs. Okay. Or move home a million times. Never have any money. That's why. Okay, Iman, you are next, my lovely. Stuck on yours last time. Doesn't like that one. Right, Iman, let me look at what you put now. Right, Iman. Ash, my lovely, I'm not taking questions through the chat. You have to go through the link if you want your question answered. So go through this link for a free reading, okay? Do not, there's no point you putting it in the chat. You're given a number, I will do you in turn. Okay. Iman, sorry. General reading, I still need to elaborate. Okay. Iman, when you're saying SP, you haven't heard back from them yet. Do you mean Y or do you mean the company? Can you just clarify that, please? Okay. Right here. Right. Okay. So is it Y who has to confirm that you've got the job? Is that what you're saying? Also, any message from SB and regarding the new job. Okay, I see. Okay, yes, I see what you're saying. You put and. Yes, all right. I can see how you've written it. Sorry. Okay, and the job. Right, okay, so lots of messages for you. I'll just bring you one of these as well. Yeah, okay. Okay, so regarding the first part, okay, Spirit is saying move on from this. Just move on. Okay, stop overthinking this. It doesn't matter what the family thinks or anybody thinks. Okay, it's your world. Okay, they're saying you could have laughed your freaking head off. Who cares? It's your world. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks and feels about you. It's how you see them thinking about you. Okay, be strong, have that confidence, and stop focusing on the miserable situation. Okay, stop making a mountain out of a molehill. It's happened, it's gone, who cares? Okay, you change your assumption about it. Okay, everybody thought I was genuine and emotional. Oh my God, they are so, you know, they just see me as so sympathetic with the case. So that's what the Spirit is telling you there. Stop making a mountain out of a molehill. Doesn't matter what you do, it's your reality. Okay. Regarding your SP, they've already told you that he's coming towards you. He's walking away from where he is because there is no love there. Okay, there is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep that relationship going. He's walking away. He's coming towards you to express his love. The door to personal healing and happiness is open. You're the magician and the mirror. Okay, you're the magician, you're 3D, and the people in it are reflecting back what you are expecting, thinking, believing. Okay, it is no other way. The mirror can't do anything until you have changed. Okay? It will come in an unexpected way. Stop asking, Spirit is saying. It's in motion. What you've asked for is coming. If you keep micromanaging and checking, you're causing a delay. Okay? Let go of this. Allow it to unfold naturally. It's already in motion. Okay? He will be coming in to tell you heart-to-heart conversations, how he feels, loves you. It's a done deal. The time it's taken is because you keep micromanaging it, okay? Now, regarding the job, again, you're the number one candidate. You've got this. You're first, okay? Fight off those thoughts that are telling you anything otherwise. Fight them off, okay? It's yours. For me, I had something the other day where I was waiting for news, and I did, as any human does. Oh, they're probably not going to answer. They're probably going to say no. And I caught myself and I said to myself, I've either got it or I haven't. Do I want it? Yes, I do. So I've got to think that I've already got the news. Okay, it's fine. I've got the news. I've got the job. I've got this. I've got the money in my bank or whatever. Okay, and get on with your day. Okay, so just know it's yours. They wouldn't have brought this out. This is like you, the trophy. You're number one. You're first best. It's yours. Okay, so my lovelies, again, stop getting in your own way. If you're not being the magician, the mirror isn't going to bring you anything different. It's impossible. The 3D can't change until you've changed. And if you don't change, then yes, as time goes by, the 3D will change. You're not going to be stuck in that forever, but you'll go into another situation and get the same results, Groundhog Day, because you haven't changed within. Okay? How to move on from the first part. Why are you bothered by it? Spirit has said, just drop it. Nothing has a meaning until you give it a meaning. So what meaning are you giving it, they're saying? You're giving it the meaning that they think I probably was faking it. I've dishonored them all. I'm awful. Or you can choose the meaning of, oh my God, they could see how sympathetic I was. Or they didn't even notice I was there. And whatever story you want to tell yourself, all outcomes are done. No, you're assuming they'll gossip about it, because that's what you're expecting. Remember, your 3D is the result of what you're expecting. Okay, what you are believing, what you are assuming, and the story you're telling yourself, because the universe has no meaning. All possibilities are there, but you're selecting the one where they're going to gossip about you, slag you off, and think that you're a terrible woman. Is that what you want, Spirit is saying? Because remember, magician in the mirror. Okay, no, nobody gossips about me. Everybody thinks I'm amazing. Or you can use a, oh yes, every time you think about it, oh, I remembered it wrong. Yes, everybody was like, oh, you know, see me as, oh, did you see Iman? She was so emotional. Oh, she must really miss that person. Oh, so sympathetic. Such a beautiful woman. Whatever you're telling yourself is what you're going to see reflected back. Okay, so Spirit is saying, okay, so last year I went to 2 different funerals with the same people. Okay, it was through a club. Okay, I won't say any more than that, but it was through a club. So 2 members of this club had passed away at different times, one earlier in the year, one before Christmas. Okay, so at the funeral were the same crowd of people, obviously different family members. Okay, so at the first funeral, it was an older person. So yes, it was sad, but I didn't cry or anything. I just felt very sad, you know, for the loss, etc. For the next one, it was a person my age. Okay, they were a year younger than me. And how it happened was very, you know, tragic. It was that. So at this funeral, I was crying, but nobody came up to me and said, well, hang on a minute. How come at so-and-so's funeral you were not crying, but at this one you were? It doesn't matter. We all express grief in different ways. Okay, but remember, you are in control of the meaning you're giving it. Nothing has a meaning until you give it a meaning. So give it a meaning that you are happy with. Okay? Right, okay. CC, my lovely. Right, let's get to yours. I had a great day doing creative work yesterday. Oh. Okay. Right, so we're starting to get that energy through. Brilliant. Okay, CC. Okay, hang on a minute. Right, okay, CC. Excuse me. If you are new here, my lovelies, then yes, it will be a sign up, but it's quick, it's easy. Everybody else who's got a reading has said it's quick, it's easy. Okay. Right. CC, so energy on. Yeah, okay, so he's definitely okay. I like how they brought out the green for the green jumper. Yes, that was real. Okay, that was a glimpse of the reality where you're together coming through. Okay, so he's feeling your energy. Okay, he's feeling you because you're the magician. So also things are created between you. It's going the right way. The angel of love. Okay, he loves you. He's feeling your loving energy. He's feeling it coming out from your heart chakra to him. Okay, and that beautiful, peaceful energy here. So be at peace, knowing that it's happening. It's in motion. There's always movement, even though you can't see it. Okay, things are unfolding, things are going great, you're doing really well. I don't know if you've been scripting, but he's definitely feeling you here. Okay, this man with a heart, so he's picking up on your energy of love. He has those loving feelings for you. Okay, so it might be something you've scripted. It doesn't have to be. It can just be whatever story you're telling yourself. Okay, Cece, but it's definitely unfolding here. Let it come in. Stop looking for it. Stop doubting. Stop contradicting yourself. Just allow it to come in. Okay, it's because you were in the flow state yesterday, Spirit is saying, that you got that little image of him there. Okay, yes, Cece, I've just finished it, so you'll have to drag it back a little bit. But yes, because you were sort of in a high energy, you were that, it was flowing in naturally. Okay, you weren't pinching the hose, as Abraham always says. Okay, last few readings, please, because I do have to come off soon. So if you want a reading, go through the link that's there. Select whether it's free or a paid reading. There are different paid readings. Okay. Right, okay, let me just delete some of yours as well as done. Right, badass, sweetheart, are you there? You've still got 10 minutes if you want a reading, but you have to go through that link, okay? If you don't, then I won't be answering your question in the chat. It's a link so that everybody gets answered. It's in order. There's nobody I miss. Okay. Hello, doggy. Badass. Where are you, my lovely? I'm going to do yours anyway. So, why am I dreaming so much about the ex? Okay. So Spirit is saying to you, yes, you have been dreaming about you because you've thought about him on and off. You may not be obsessed with him. Okay. You're not as reactive to the 3D. Okay. Because time's gone by in linear time. So you're less like, you've let go of your grip on it, if you like, but you're still always quantumly attached. If somebody's come into your life, you will always be quantumly, I want to say attached, but that's not the word. You're connected. Okay. So yes, in your dreams, because he's been thinking about you. Okay. He's coming in. However he's coming in, you might have the odd dream where he's nice to you, and then you might have another dream where he's not. Okay, but either way, he thinks the world of you. Now, if you want, he will be back into your life. Okay, entangled, quantumly entangled. Okay, Spirit just reminded me there. So, I feel he is going to come back into your life because you've let go of that resistance about it anyway. You're sort of moving on, but it's your choice if you want him back. Okay, you don't have to. If you do have him back, then I see it getting, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. You know, possibly later get engaged, be together, but that's your choice, Spirit is saying. But that's why you're dreaming about him. Yeah, because he's your soulmate. You don't have to choose him, okay? Don't put labels on it. Whoever your heart desires, you can have. A lot of people, where it is a divine desire, so it's coming through and you try to brush it away, but it keeps coming, that person keeps coming back. You don't have to give it a label of soulmate, twin flame, true heart's desire, love of my life, or whatever. They all mean the same. If you want that person, you can have them. Okay, it doesn't matter what the physical circumstances are, they're temporary, they can change overnight. Yeah, the beautiful Two of Cups. See how you're connected in your third eye, your intuition. That's why it's coming in, but you don't have to have him back. That's your choice. But that's why you're dreaming about him. It can be because he's thinking about you a lot. He's, you know, regretting it. He's reflecting on it. If you haven't been giving him much thought, then that's why he's coming into your dreams. Okay, you're dreaming about it because you're picking up on his energy. Remember, our thoughts are energy. Ping, 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 like an email or a text into your brain. Okay, and then it's going into your subconscious. So expect it. You're going to bump into him one day. Okay, when they're not giving me a timing, but you will bump into him, and then you can take it from there. If you don't want him back, then chuff him off. Nice talking to you. Goodbye. I've moved on. Thank you very much. Right, Nikki, my lovely. Okay, Spirit don't really bring me through who they are, who you're going to marry, because if you're not in a relationship, it's unlikely you're going to get married in the next 12 months. It can happen. We can have whirlwind romances and marriages, so see if I can ask them, but they probably won't give you a clear answer. No, nothing on there. Right, okay, they're saying these are the 3 cards they want you to have. So it's, you are going to be married, Nikki, okay? When, I don't know. But your person, you're going to have a very, you will know as soon as you meet them. Spirit is saying, as soon as you see this person or meet them, you're going to have an instant chemistry, instant connection. Okay? Almost like love at first sight. So you will know straight away. You are both like-minded. You're going to be on the same wavelength of each other. What you like, they like, and vice versa. They are going to be either a business owner or somebody who's got a good, well-paid job. They're very secure financially. Okay, and you know, you're not going to worry for money in this relationship, as well as emotional. Now, sometimes when, not always, Spirit is saying not always, but sometimes if it is somebody who is very career minded, they're more practical and financial material side. So although they love you, they might not be soppy romantic, gushy type of person. They're going to be practical rather than the gushy romantic thing. Obviously they will offer you signs of display of affection and love, okay, but sometimes I have clients who are like, well, does my person love me, because they seem more interested in their job or their business or whatever, and I say yes they do, but they're just not the lovey gushy type of person. Okay, so yes, there is somebody coming in for you. They are going to be, you know, financially they're going to be very secure, so they're either going to be high up in a company or earn a substantial wage, or they're going to have their own business. You definitely won't be short of money, but you're going to know as soon as you see them. I'm not getting a time, so I can't give you a time, but just know that you are going to be married, and it's going to be somebody you're going to marry who you're going to be very connected with. Now with this card, it can be a learning card, so it could be If you're at college, school, or work, it can be you might go and do a course and meet that person there. But you're going to meet somebody, so let it unfold naturally, Spirit is saying. Just let it unfold. You're not going to miss them. You'll know when they're there. Right, is their name? Oh, no, my name is I'm in no contact with my friend. Okay, and Thanya, this is yours, asking about your friends. Right, okay. Anybody want a last question? Then drop it into the, go through this link because I do have to come off in a minute. This is the last question I've got in the list. There's no other names on the list through this link. Remember, you're given a number. Okay, getting to the end. Right, Thanya, no contact with friend. Okay. I don't get timing, so I won't be able to bring you a timing, like a specific date. Sometimes Spirit will bring through a rough month or whatever, but they don't tend to generally. If they told you that there is going to be a connection, then just allow it to come in, okay? Could come in tomorrow, it could take another week, month, or whatever. So what advice do you have for Thanya regarding her friend? Let's try these. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. So Spirit is saying to you, Thanya, my lovely, okay. Rita, you have to go through the link, my lovely. You have to go through this link. I'm not taking just ones in the chat. There is a list. Okay, and you have to go through this. But if you do want your question answered, then go through quickly because I am about to come off. So Thanya, number 29. I am in a no contact situation with my friend, beginning with a J. I'm wondering when he will text you, etc. Okay, you know what you put. So Spirit is saying he will come back in. Okay. Expect powerful change. He might come round to your house. You might go to his house at some point when you come back into connection. Okay, he might invite you around there, or he might come round to yours. So I feel it's going to be somewhere where you meet indoors, okay, in one of yours home, or somebody else's home, or whatever here. The friendship is still there. The feelings are still there. Yes, there was the drama, the chaos, and the interference, the hurt. Okay, others might have interfered. It might have just been drama, chaos. Okay, there was that. But Spirit is saying it's time to release negativity, which you've done. Okay, so because you've released that negativity and you're wanting that contact, just go back to it being natural. You know, when you think of it, instead of like, when are they going to contact me? Just see it as, of course they contact me. We've always been friends, okay? When you're focusing on the separation, you're keeping it in place. So Spirit is saying, believe in the impossible. The answers you need are coming. A new romantic cycle begins, but a new cycle between you will begin, the friendship. Okay, so yes, I do see you coming back into contact. Just release any negativity. Be confident about it. Okay, just allow it to come in. Okay, so I had two people in my life who disappeared out of my life for 5 years. Okay, so it didn't take me 5 years to get them back in, from the point where Spirit said, look, just see it as natural. Stop wanting it and looking for it and waiting for it and expect it, and just say to yourself, of course they talk to me. Why wouldn't they talk to me? We've always been friends. Okay, and within days, and with one of them was a couple of weeks, we were back in contact again after 5 years of nothing. Okay, so when you make it feel natural in the story you're telling yourself, it will naturally come in. But not if you're clock watching. A watched pot doesn't boil. Right, okay. Yes. Doodle-doodle. Right, okay. Right, I don't have any more questions. Rita, you have to go through this link, my lovely. Okay? If you don't go through the link, I won't answer your question. You can beg as much as you like. You have to go through this link. If you don't want to sign up, then you'll have to wait till I do a reading where I don't use that link. Today I am using that link. Right, okay. Right, if you're not going through the link, let me know so that I can come off. I don't want to sit here, because I've been on here 3 hours and channeled a lot of people's energies. Remember, it's not just your energy, it's the energy of the person you're connecting to as well, or you're wanting to know about. So there's a lot of energies that have been gone through my head today, so I'm getting a bit tired. So Rita, if you're going through the link, and Aniket, let me know. If not, then I am going to shut the live down, my lovelies. For any of you that have had a reading, don't forget you can watch it back. Once I've come off, it will be on my live tab of my channel. Okay, you can watch it as many times as you like. If you go to the community tab every day and see when I'm going to do a live as well, then you can pre-book it. Even if it's free, you can get your question in the queue on the list. Even if it's free, if it's paid and you book it before the live session, you get a 15% discount. Then the price in the live. And if you are posting and I come off, okay, then if it is a paid reading, then it will be a video. Okay, if I miss you, you paid, then I do a little video for you, so you've still got a video. You can get your own video as well through there as well with a discount. There's some vouchers for $10 off. I don't know what that is in pounds, but it'll be about, I don't know, £8 or something like that. I don't know. Right, okay, I'm not seeing anybody's questions come through, so I'm going to end this live. If it is a free one that your question comes through and it's a free one, it doesn't matter because you'll just have to wait till the next live. You haven't paid, so we'll just go into the next live. Right, okay, stop. Okay, that's me out of here. So thank you all very much. Remember, if you want your life to change, look at the story you're telling yourself. If others are treating you bad, remember there's a version that doesn't treat you badly, who's not showing up as an asshole, who's not ghosting your ass, okay, who's not in no contact with you. It's your choice as to what story every time it pops into your head you're telling yourself, because what you focus on grows. Okay, so if you don't want a garden full of weeds, stop planting thoughts that are going to produce weeds. Okay, if you want flowers, then plant the seeds that are going to bring you flowers. Okay, right then, my lovelies. No, my lovely, I'm about to come off, sweetheart. The readings are closed. Right then, my lovelies, thank you all. Love and light.